The ceremony is followed by something far more important from the rescued slaves' point of view. For years, they've been on the edge of starvation.
It looked that they were hungry for ages to have good food. They ate a lot and a lot and a lot. They ate so much. They have no idea about their future, so they wanted to eat as much as possible.
The future for these people is extremely uncertain. As members of India's untouchable caste, it is very difficult for them to find jobs, and neither their government nor most of their fellow citizens care about what happens to them. After 3 days here, the rescued adults will be taken back to their ancestral villages where they will try to begin again. The places to which they will be returning are desperately poor. But one of the former slaves has no doubt that freedom is better than slavery.
अब हमारा भाग्य हमारे और भगवान के हाथ में है.
Now our destiny will be in our hands and God's.
स्वयं कमाएंगे.
And at least we will be able to earn our own money.
When he was 12 years old, Kailash Satyarthi began working to give India's poor a chance. Ever since then, he has been driven by a big idea, that the way to abolish slavery in India is to see to it that no child ever becomes a slave. He is fighting the battle on 3 fronts: in his town, in his country, and in his world. His town is Bal Ashram. The parents of rescued children are told that their sons and daughters can remain here for 6 months and take a crash course that will prepare them to go out into the world. Though parting from their children is hard, almost all the parents embrace the opportunity.
In ashram, we bring the freed children. We have about 100 children stay with us. We impart them basic education because we feel that education is the key to liberation. Education is key to empowerment. Education is key to prosperity for the future. So education is on the top of everything.
The oldest children are taught trades that will help them earn a living. The younger children are given intensive courses in reading, writing, and arithmetic. The goal is to make it possible for children who have never heard of school to return home and attend class with their age group. And then Kailash hopes they will become the leaders of a new India.
The purpose is to inculcate the leadership among the former slaves. They go back home, they take responsibilities and risk, they rescue other people, and it is happening. Some of our former child slaves are now activists with us, and they are the ones who are liberators.
But to abolish slavery in India, Kailash needs more than Bal Ashram. He needs to reach the entire nation. And so he has begun spreading his simple idea that no child should be a slave to every village in India. This is the village of Sothana in rural Rajasthan. With the help of Kailash's organization, it is becoming a child-friendly village.
It's not possible to change the society without starting from the bottom, from the villages and the communities. So we had an idea of creating child-friendly village to make the entire world child-friendly. In a child-friendly village, it is necessary that all children are freed from labor and exploitation. Children attend the schools, and the village leadership recognizes the voices of children to help them out. So if these things happen, then we announce that this village has become child-friendly village. And that could be enlarged as child-friendly district, child-friendly state, child-friendly country, child-friendly world.
But Kailash knows that it's impossible for villages like Sothana to change the world by themselves. One reason there are millions of child slaves in India is that people in other countries are willing to buy the cheap goods that the slaves manufacture. And so Kailash and his allies also have a strategy for changing the world. Their first global crusade is focused on the carpet industry.
Children are used because they are the cheapest source of labor. They are physically and mentally vulnerable. They could be forced to become slaves easily. They are not allowed to even meet their parents. If they make a silly mistake, they are beaten up, they are branded. Sometimes if they try to run away, they are killed.
Many of the children at Baal Ashram are former carpet slaves.
I
worked night and day, and if I fell asleep, they would beat me. The first time I escaped and returned home, my father immediately sold me again.
To put an end to the use of children in the carpet industry, Kailash and others have founded a non-profit group called Rugmark. Manufacturers who carry the Rugmark label are inspected to ensure that they are not using slaves.
Me and my friends started a campaign in Europe and United States to educate the consumers. Keep on buying the rugs made by poor children in slavery. They are also responsible for the perpetuation of that system. The only way to ensure that you are buying a clean carpet without child slavery is the Rugmark.
But for Rugmark to work, people in India, Europe, and America have to want to put an end to slavery. Kailash views the worst enemy as apathy. The feeling that in a world filled with billions of people and tens of millions of slaves, nothing can be done.
The people from everywhere in the world should feel, number one, that slavery is bad, the exploitation of children is bad. It has to go. And secondly, they should have a belief that it is possible. It is happening. It is not that it is very pessimistic that, oh, they are poor people, they are poor countries and nothing could happen. It's not true. The poor people, the poor countries can bring about change, and it is happening here. So they should have a belief that the change is possible. We can make a better world to live with, and that will happen.